What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. I am lucky enough to have my ever loyal sidekick, Harley Fat Boy Jr., with us. What's up, Junior?
What is going down, sir? How's everyone
For a
doing, man?
second,
A
I
lot of
thought
people
you couldn't
chatting
hear me. I
already.
was panicked. Don't do that to me.
What? I can always hear you, man. Even when you're
Alright.
muted, I still hear you, man.
Wow, we're like
How's it going,
spiritually
big guy?
connected. It's going good, big guy. How are you? Things are good on the West Coast.
All is well, man.
Full throttle.
All
Hogs
is well,
announcement.
man. All is well in
Everybody's
the house.
here. Hope everybody is
Everyone's
well.
here, man. I just popped.
Yeah, this is great. So we're gonna make this a standing Wednesday event. I think I'm really enjoying this live stream. It's nice to be able to interact with you all. So yeah, we're a week away from the big Harley event, and I'm jonesing to buy a new bike. I don't know. What do you think? Should I do it?
Don't do it, bro. Come on, man. I love your bike,
No.
man. What are you looking at? What are you trying to get right now? The
I'm thinking of
2022
Road
Fat
Glide.
Boy? Don't do it.
No, I want a Road Glide. Thinking Road Glide.
Are you really?
I'm seriously debating the
Alright.
idea of buying a Road Glide standard and building it out because I don't, as much as I like the built-in GPS, I don't use it. I use my phone. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll buy an Indian or a Honda or something. I don't know.
Ooh, if you get the Indian, man, don't get the Challenger.
Yes, sets or
I want that
penance.
bike.
I have been very jonesy to buy a new bike.
Look at
I
the
want to be like
sensor.
you, brother man.
Oh, you like that, Jason? Little big monitor in the back. I had to hook up that TV and use it finally.
Yeah, but how come we can only see
Yeah,
you?
buddy.
What's up, truck and biker?
I know. Why
So
can't
yeah,
I see?
I don't
Uh-oh.
know.
Look at
Salty and Sprinkles are
in the
here.
house.
Holy crap!
Look at that.
The problem is he's going to talk me into buying the Indian. I'm a little nervous about that. I don't think I'm
Hey,
that
while sensors
committed.
on, I want to put them on. I don't want to put what's up, truck and biker? I don't want
You
to put
wanna-
sensor on blast, but Jason, man, that board you made for Denver, man, looks mighty nice.
Which one's
Birthday
that?
Passed, Christmas passed, but I'm still taking gifts, buddy. Still taking gifts.
Oh wow! Did you know I should have put your PO box in the banner? I mean, let's just whore you out at this point. You have a PO box and I don't have a PO box. I feel left out.
I
I feel like I should get a PO box, but the problem is I'll never go to the PO box. So then people will be like,
Well,
"Hey, I
that's the
sent you
problem I
something."
have right
and I'll
now.
be like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, that's the problem I have right now, bro. It's funny you say that because, yeah, man, I'd sent a bunch of stuff out. A bunch of stuff got returned, and they just stuffed. Sounds weird. They stuffed my mailbox with all the returns, and I was so upset because like everything was just crumpled, and you know, I hadn't been there for like a couple weeks. Yeah, so I was kind of like, man, what the heck? But I'm glad I got it. But one, I mean, my wife was kind of hounding me about giving out her home address, and
Holy
people get,
crap!
you know, they're a little weird
Yogi's
about
in.
it,
Hold on a
which is,
second. My buddy Yogi's in the house.
Is
Thank you,
Yogi?
sir. Holy
Oh.
cow! We got royalty in the house. Bolt buckets in the
The beard.
house. Damn.
Wow, both too, huh?
So we got to go back here. So what? Who wants to go to the
Look at
post
that.
office and get their mail? So here,
Yeah.
hold on. I got to put this up. So
Yeah,
the
the
last
beard,
time I
I know,
rode an
man.
Indian, it was called a Victory. I'll leave it at that. I've not yet ridden a Victory,
Okay.
and I'm not sure I want
Well.
to. I don't know. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
itching.
jump on that bad boy too.
The wifey's in the house.
Whole bucket. What's going on?
I tell him all the time to go
Bad
check.
guy.
So we'll see. So this is what it's going to be. I'm going to have to get a reminder. I'm going to have to get somebody to remind me to go check the mailbox.
What's up, babe? Oh man, she must be in another room wondering why I got a drink and she doesn't. Sorry, babe.
She's stalking you, man.
Yeah. See, she's the one. She tells me all the time. Like, when's the last time you checked your mailbox? Like right now, I haven't checked since the last time I went. Probably like almost a month ago. So I can only imagine. And people hit me up like, "Hey man, did you get my my package or my letter?" I'm like, "Oh, and I'm like, no, I haven't."
So what's your what's this? All right, we're going to do that later, though, right? We are going to do our first official.
Yeah, man, yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd like to open up.
Yeah, we can do that.
There you go, Bolt.
I
think you spelled that wrong. I think it's supposed to be MOR, more fit, or maybe not.
All right, so Bolt Bucket, your name came up in
Goaty.
conversation tonight. So I want to. This is a true question. My wife's trying to convince me the kangaroos are considered rodents in Australia. Is that true? Because I'm not sure that's true. Damn it! You got some lag, Junior. We got to fix that. Junior froze.
That kangaroos are
Junior.
considered what?
Nah, they're marsupials. Okay. No, I didn't.
Is that
I'm
me?
sorry. I explained that wrong. Yeah, you froze.
Man, I'm about to turn off the TV. That's probably what's sucking up all the internet.
No, Bolt, what I was asking
Can you
is,
hear me
are
or
they
no?
considered pests? What's that? I can hear you. You're all blockadey. You're blockaded.
All right, am I back?
Yeah, now you're frozen again. Dude, I'm gonna have to have Setzer Penance call you. I'd have Denver call you, but Denver didn't even show up. That's all I'm saying.
Golly, man. Am I really frozen right now?
Yeah, you're really frozen. So for just $5.95 a month, everyone, we could get Junior better internet. Is that what you need? Wait a minute. Is this a ploy to get people to send money to your P.O. box?
This is ridiculous, man.
This is amateur hour. I will not stand for that.
I know it is. For an old technician for Comcast Cable, I should have all this down already.
Have you tried rebooting your modem?
Oh gosh, don't make me do it.
Oh, look at this. So Katie was right. They're considered pests in some places. Okay. Ty from Tennessee's in the house. What's going on, Ty?
That's crazy.
Wait a minute. You guys eat kangaroos? Everything I knew about Australia is now wrong. Okay.
Wow,
I'm learning a lot today.
Do you really eat kangaroo?
So what do you get? Like a kangaroo burger with like some fries on the side? I'm not really sure I understand how you do it. Oh, snap. He just called you out.
Doesn't help that the modem's all the way in the front of the house. Right on, the Beard. Appreciate it, Beard.
Hey, thanks. Hey, Ricky Babramoto, what's going on, sir? Yeah, so I think that's the huh.
Man, am I still
we're gonna
frozen?
do something about this, buddy. You're frozen again. My feed looks clean. You like the new background? I'm playing with the lights. I gotta get clear lights because I got a bunch of mini pops over there. I gotta light them up because I'm a nerd. But I'm liking this. The Beard told me on one of the live streams I had to get a background because he didn't like my big wall. So I just went out and blew all my money on an Amazon shelf. All right. Feel free to make fun of Harley Fat Boy Jr. in the comments because we've lost him again.
Oh God. I'm not still frozen, am I?
Yeah, you're not as beautiful as you always are. It's kind of disappointing. I think a lot of people tuned in tonight to see you in HD and you're like in 480. It's disgusting.
That's sad.
You're not giving our fans enough. Yeah, HD Vibe, how you doing, sir?
Speaking of which, HD Vibe's got his stuff together, man. That great lighting and audio and all that good stuff.
You know what I need, Beard? I need to steal your idea. I need an on-air sign, like right there, or maybe right there. It's a work in progress. I got something. I got another background thing for the background coming, so I got to wait. Trying to add up everything. So are we going to? Man, I can't believe this. This is great, man.
A lot of people here, man.
So what are your thoughts on the what's your thoughts on the announcement, people? What's everybody's thought? Junior, you buying a new bike and getting rid of that Fat Boy already, or
no? Negative. I'll never get rid of this bike, man. That is
no
one of 2,500. I'll never get rid of that thing.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm interested in just kind of I've seen some of the bikes. Obviously not a whole lot of changes aside from color and whatnot, but I'm excited to see what they come out with, man. Looking forward to the 26 and seeing what drops and go from there. As far as the 2022 Fat Boy, it's not a whole lot of changes aside from the badge on the tank and the wheels, of course, are the biggest one that's super ugly, but that's just my opinion. Are you really thinking about getting a CVO though?
No, I was thinking about if I get a CVO, it'll be in a few years. But I don't think I want a CVO. I think I want to buy either a limited. I don't know. I want a special. I don't know, but I would buy a. If I were going to buy a CVO, I'd take the money and build out the bike to a better level. I'm not all about the paint.
Yeah,
I'd be happy with a single colored bike with a
right.
stage 2 and like some super dope handlebars. Get
Yeah,
16s or something.
nice,
I don't
nice.
know.
Yeah,
The new unicycle will be released.
the beard is funny, man. That guy's
I
freaking
heard that
hilarious, dude.
Tesla's buying Harley-Davidson, but that's just what I heard.
I heard that too. Some guy Bree or
Yeah,
someone Bree
dude.
came out with some
You
video.
go on the Boomer book, that pissed off a lot of people.
I heard you were telling me about that.
People are too yeah, sets or pendants motor work.
I
Yeah,
wonder what
that's a
they're
good
mad.
idea. Let's tell me about your motor work there, Sets.
I wonder what they're mad about though. Was it your
Well,
beautiful
no, I
beard
think
or?
because people clicked on it and people thought it was serious, and it's like it's so funny. I find it really funny that as much as I
Oh, you
love
did
my
the clickbait
Harley,
thing?
yeah, and I'm a fan of it, and I love my Harley. I'll freely admit it. But it's so funny if you trigger Harley people, they just go ballistic. It's almost like not even fair.
Yeah.
It's and then of course you're gonna have everyone's opinion, including mine, because why wouldn't I? Next Wednesday to talk about the bikes and what they think and this and that. I'm
Yeah.
curious to see if they are going to make a performance bagger. If they're going to make a Road Glide performance bagger, that would pique my interest. But I don't know. I want to go smaller. I kind of like the big. I kind of like the bigger bagger. I don't know that I
Yeah, I
could go
don't
back to a smaller bike.
yeah, I don't know about it being um oh, you said a road glide bagger?
Yeah.
Or
Hold on. We
no.
got to switch this. This is annoying me. I'm not looking at you. There you go. Now I'm looking at you.
Yeah,
See, that's the attention to detail I paid you, big guy.
appreciate that. I'm just glad I'm not buffering right
Oh,
now.
snap.
What
Your
happened? Who's
uncle's
talking
in the
trash?
house.
Oh, Uncle Buffalo.
What's
Man,
up, Buff?
you guys had
Yeah,
a great live the other night.
congratulations, sir. He hit 1100, by the way. Just, I
Oh,
think that was
congrats.
today or yesterday.
Congrats, Uncle Buff.
Well earned,
You
Mr.
guys
Buffalo. Well
yeah,
earned.
you guys had a great live the other night, man. That was a lot of fun with you and Uncle Buff and Pro and else was on? Toby was on. Bodine
Yeah.
52. Um someone else is on, but you guys, yeah, a lot of knowledge, man, in that group chat. That was fun.
I'm curious to see, and I set up one for next Wednesday. I want to try and keep these on Wednesdays. Curious to see what people are going to think come next Wednesday. I don't know. I'm wondering if there's a lot of Harley clickbait going on. If those bikes that they keep showing the spy shots are, I wonder if they're really real. There's a part of me that thinks that Harley might be trolling people. That's only
Yeah.
my tinfoil hat theory, but I kind of wonder if they're putting that out there to judge the market, or if not, I don't
Yeah.
know. It'll be interesting. It'd be very interesting to see, how the market reacts. So, did you want to? Is everybody here that you wanted to address?
I
Did
don't
you
even know
check?
because I kicked myself out of YouTube because that was taking up some of my internet. So
Oh, you
some of
can't
my
see the
download.
chat.
Is you see Windroad? Is Windroad here?
Winroad's
Yeah.
here. So
I
here,
don't know.
let's
We
do a
can
quick roll call here because we got Truck in
is she?
here. Cody's here. Everybody's here. Winroad's here. Yeah. So who are you looking for?
Nice. Windroad.
Winroad is in the
Yeah, let me
house.
open Windroad. I'm gonna
Okay,
first of all, I
hold
just
on.
want to
Before you
say,
do it, but
shout
wait,
out.
before you do it,
Okay.
I spent a lot of time working on this today. So hold on.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. All right, we got this. Now, are you ready for this? This is how much I'm committed to your mail call. You ready? Ladies and
ahead.
gentlemen, it's Junior's mail call. Get ready.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this.
All right, now you're ready.
Oh my god, that was awesome, man. That was so awesome. Hey, but Des, if you're on, sorry, I shut down. I can't see any of the comments right now, but I wanted to finally open this up because this is I think you sent me two, and this is the first one that came in that I haven't opened yet, so I wanted to open it up for you. Bro, don't just put the camera on me, man. Come on, bro.
Come on, man.
So
if people send your
if you
mail,
are
they
not
want to see your
familiar
sexiness.
with Des Wind Road and Therapy, go give her a sub and a like and check her out on Instagram. But she's, has a lot of mail calls and really supports, a lot of folks out there in the motovlog community, in the motorcycle community and all that stuff. So Des, I appreciate you. I'm finally opening this up. And if you don't mind, hopefully say something in the comments if there's something in here that you don't want anyone to hear. But oh wow.
Dear
There's a lot.
Junior, I've always
Wow, Des.
admired you from afar.
Wow. Holy what? Wow. Des, you gave me like 50 stickers here.
Holy smokes.
What? Oh, this is a magnet. What? Oh, yeah, that's going right there. Sticker. Ooh, bigger sticker. Oh? Yeah. What did Beer say? That looked up. No, I just opened it, bud. I literally just opened it.
Allegedly.
No lie. All my children. Wow, man. These are really nice. What else we got? Des, I appreciate it. These are really, really nice. Oh, there's Ricky Bobber. Ricky, you're next, man. Des, thank you so much. Real quick, hey, Harley Fat Boy Jr., hope that when you receive this letter that you and your family are well. No words could let you know how I admire you and the love that you show for your family and friends. I'm sorry that you lost your daughter, Elena. It would be my honor to wear a bracelet with her name on it. You send it, and I'll wear it. Thank you for your support of my Instagram and now YouTube channel. Be well, ride safe. Desiree, Wind Road Therapy. Guys, if you guys aren't following Des, man, she does a lot of really great rides that she shares out in the middle of nowhere where she's at, and a lot of rides from when she went out to Sturgis and stuff, the last Sturgis event, and always supporting everybody. Des, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the stickers. I love the magnet. The magnet's awesome, and thanks for the nice note. And I love that you rock Elena's bracelet. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Brian, where you at, bud?
I'm right here. You got center stage, buddy.
Oh, come on. Okay.
So do I have to roll the intro again, or
I
are
tagged
we okay?
I tagged Des and Ricky Bobber on the beard. Look, it's not open. I've had these forever.
Snap.
Ricky Bobber Moto, check him out on YouTube, Instagram. The dude's an amazing photographer. He does that for work and as a hobby, but takes amazing pictures. Go follow him on Instagram, and then and then check him out. Check out his YouTube channel. And don't give him crap, man. He doesn't ride a Harley, but he's still cool as hell. And this is super cool. Woo, Ricky Bobber Moto, check him out. Man, these guys. Oh, I got two. Oh, nice little card. Rick Ward Images. I think that's what he is too on Instagram. Rick Ward Images. Go check him out. Uh-oh. Koozie. Woohoo. Wow. This is really nice. Bro, are you jealous yet?
A little bit. You guys are going to push me over the edge. I'm going to have to get a P.O. box. But then I have to get stickers, don't I?
Oh, you should get one.
All right.
Look at this. Oh, get on MotoFest. This is one of those. I've never worn one of these, but I don't even know what to call it. Let me see if he has it in here. Thank you for being a friend. Dearest Harley Fat Boy Jr., thank you for the support and friendship. Mahalo, Ricky Bobber. Love it. I forgot I sent you a card. Awesome. Yes, you did. And the card's really nice, Ricky. Appreciate it, bro. Yee-hee. I might have to try this on later on. But
when
Ricky
I
Bobber,
said I had stickers, yeah, I have like 5 left. I've out of like 25 I ordered. So I got to order more.
Ricky, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Desiree, thank you so much. I just wanted to, Brad was kind enough to let me. It was just kind of an idea. Gotta say, man, I totally stole your idea. Love the bottle opener. Right on, man. Thank you, sir. I'm glad you guys got that, and I appreciate all that you guys do. But Ricky's been amazing. He's got ties to Hawaii, so we connected right away a while ago when I first started vlogging and whatnot. So Ricky, love you. Desiree, love you. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate all that you guys do for the community. Keep those awesome videos coming. And yeah, mahalo, guys. Appreciate it. And I got stuff from Baggers and Brews too that I can't wait to open up. I got so much stuff, man.
Well, do you want to open up the Baggers and Brews now? The Beard's here. He's the only one that counts, right?
No, that's
you're just going to throw George and everyone.
He was already making
Austin
fun of me.
Bus.
So I'm gonna. It's cool.
But he's only going to make fun of you either way.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm good. Let's go.
No one ordered stickers. I gave away like 5 to my kid. They yeah. Just leave it go.
They sent me a ton of stuff, man. I love it. Wow, some great stickers, man. And you can never go wrong with those magnets, man. I love my locker at work has got a ton of stickers and a few magnets on there, and can't wait to add these windroads on Desiree's on there as well.
Before I forget, guys,
it looks really nice right here. So we'll see.
That was very nice of her. Yeah. Before I forget, guys, if you don't, if you want to, please feel free to share all your links in the side chat. I mean, this is really about building our community. So there's going to be a lot of people in here, or there's going to be people in here that may or may not follow you. So please feel free to just at any point post your links. Yeah, Ty has some serious swag. He sends like a whole, you get like a whole UPS truck full of stuff when he sends swag. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was like a box. I'm like, this is pretty nuts.
I'm gonna have to step up my game. I'm really gonna have to step my game up.
Ty's been putting out a lot of great videos too. I think he just dropped one not too long ago. But
oh wow, the military biker's here. Hello, sir. We gotta, Junior, you gotta figure out how to get the chat working, buddy.
I'm on right now.
Everybody's talking to you. You get it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
No, Junior's not sharing his OnlyFans link just yet. It's coming.
Yeah. The beard is funny, man.
Hey, dogging on a hog, share your link. Share your link so people can check out your channel, please. We all had to start, at the ground floor, man. This is all about giving back.
Is that a Custom Dynamics hat?
It is.
Man, you're sponsored by everybody, huh?
What's up, military biker? Not sponsored, but they've been very, very good to the channel. I actually have new stuff coming in the mail this week from them.
Nice.
It's like Christmas, man. When you get new lights in the mail, it's exciting.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of lights, I still haven't changed out my rear lights.
Got to do it. Thanks, HT Vibe, for doing that, sir. Yeah, it's you wait. So you haven't? All your lights are stock?
No, I did the front ones with the Road Riders.
I was gonna say you some kind of peasant. Who has a stock Harley? You got to get some new lights, man.
Especially for the lights. Yeah, no, because I've been waiting to do an unboxing and get a video and all that good stuff. And dude, I've had those forever. I have so much stuff, man. It's insane. Dude, Jason, I don't know how you pronounce your last name, but this guy is super supportive, man. He's always in the chats and on the lives and whatnot. So shout out to Jason, man. He's always supporting too, throwing out some funds for you guys. So
super cool. You just got called out by the man himself.
Oh, Pro Monk. Yeah, I do have
Mrs. Buffalo's in the house. Hi, Mrs. Buffalo.
Pro Monk's right. I do have the pipe.
Oh, Pro Monk missed the mail call intro. I feel like we should play it again.
It's all good.
Well, I'm saving that, so we're going to use that. Anytime you want to open up mail, we've got your own intro.
One of the reasons why I'm going to Sturgis is so I can get a couple stickers from TJ, man. Can't wait.
That'd be nice.
Hello, Miss Buffalo. How's it? Anyway, how's it, everybody, man? Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Obviously, Bri was like, hey, I'm going to be on. I'm like, I ain't got nothing going on.
Hey, Russell, thanks. Thank you, Monkey, for sending them. Wait, back up. Are you saying you're only coming to my channel? You're only coming to my live stream because you're nothing better to do? Is that what you just said?
No, I said
now no one's sending money to fix your internet.
I had a ton of stuff to do and I canceled it all so I can be on with you tonight, bud.
Even after I made that mail shout out for you, man. Do you know how long it took me to make that video?
Probably
like 2
seconds.
minutes, but that's not the point.
You're pretty savvy with that stuff. Hey, TJ, stop typing away. Come on out. Come on in, bud.
No, because he knows you're gonna try and flirt with Mrs. Monkey. He knows better.
What are you talking about? That's like my
Yeah, I'm
sister.
saying.
9
She
mils.
is. Mrs. Monkey's
How's it
awesome.
going, sir? Man, everyone's here. Oh, military bikers going to Sturgis. Nice.
Yeah, Katie actually was saying after the other live stream, she wants to she seriously wants to consider going to Sturgis this year. So we may.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Dog on a hog. I appreciate you, sir. Shout out.
Wife, so we can flirt. Wow, Monkey's got it hot. The hots for you, I think, is what I'm reading into this. I don't know.
That's funny.
He's solo, so don't be blowing up his phone with selfies or anything tonight. All right.
Yeah. Real quick, shout out to Dog on a Hog. Shout out to your Highway 18 fam. Nice. The Highway 18 Riders group. They're here, and oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. They're not far from me. Not McFinnville. Is it McMinnville? Oh my god, I'm blank. Anyway, they're a group of guys that do a lot of stuff for veterans and a lot of charity and stuff for the kids and whatnot. So thanks to them. What's going on?
No, Paul, she's no, she will not be attending the live stream. Oh, yeah. Katie was having a little too much fun on Monkey's live stream. She likes his channel better than mine. I'm kind of jealous, but
she was Sheridan, Dog on Hog. So Highway 18 Riders group out in Sheridan, Oregon. Great group of guys, man, doing great things. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Bro, Monkey's on the Dennis Kirk the YouTube channel now. Very nice. Congrats. Bro Monkey's on the Dennis Kirk YouTube channel now.
Oh,
so
nice.
They linked one of his videos. It sounds like that's awesome. I love seeing that kind of support. There's nothing better than putting up a review and then having the company share it. Like that's got to be like the ultimate compliment. Not that I don't appreciate each and every person that watches my videos, but when a company shares it, man,
yeah,
that's just like the absolute best feeling in the world.
Yeah, especially for a big company like that.
Yeah, Droop, that actually. Katie and the cat were arguing.
Me up. I was like,
she's my girl, man. She's awesome. I think we'll have to maybe we can get her on here to talk about how much she likes my new bike next week. What do you think? She's not watching because she'd come through that door like the Kool-Aid man.
Oh man, I can imagine coming home with a bike without even saying anything and being like, "Hey, what do you think?"
We have a spammer in the chat.
I was bummed I had to go off.
Where's the spammer in the chat? Hold on, I can't see the real chat. Hold on a second. I've got people stalking my chat. You're talking, Junior. You're gonna have to hold the show for a second.
Russian spammer at Barra the Biker. I'm not sure. Yeah, find him, hunt him down. Monk, you coming on? What's going on, big guy? Oh yeah, so he did drop a video. Nice. I just watched his one on his little.
Did you see the teaser of Mrs. Monkey's got oh wait, I don't know if I can say what it is. Whoever the spammer is going away. George DeBeard, I don't know if we are going to Daytona. We're definitely going to go. Well, tentatively right now we're going to Maryland Bike Week. So that'll be the first. I don't know if we're going to go to Daytona, but I'll tell you what, if I can swing it, if this year's a good year, I'll definitely go. I'd love to ride down with you guys. That's an awesome invite. Thank you, by the way. That would be incredible. Why is Setzer Pendant say we're blocking him? Oh, because you got to be careful with your language there, Setzer Pendants. That's why you're getting blocked. You're getting blocked by YouTube.
Oh, is he really?
No, I'm just kidding.
He said stop blocking.
So if we go to Daytona's what, February? No.
Which one's first? Is Maryland first? Is Maryland
No,
one first?
Maryland's later in the year. Maryland, I want to say, is in September.
No.
Let's see. Maybe I can. Oh, Mrs. Monkey's in the house.
Yeah, Mrs. Monkey. So
Thank you for
amazing,
joining
man.
us, Mrs. Monkey. It's the 4th. So it's the 4th of next week? Oh, it's in March. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, so you got all these people say, oh, so it's in March. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That might be a little close with what we've got going on personally. But
Daytona's in
if
March.
not this year, maybe I can do it next year for sure. I'd love to go because then I could meet everybody because it seems like a lot of people are going. It's either that or go to Sturgis. Sturgis would have been a nice play, but I don't. This year's going to be difficult. We'll see. But I definitely can make. Definitely can make Maryland.
Yeah, I'm excited for. That should be a good
Link
time.
doesn't work. What do you mean, Monk? What am I missing? Oh! Hang on.
God, man, you do that all the time, bro. You're all sending the wrong link, bro.
Yo, first off, you're really mean to me, and I don't appreciate it.
What?
You always say, Bri, you got to stop
you.
being mean to me on live streams. People are going to think I hate you, and I don't hate you. but when you're mean to me, I hate you.
Are you talking to me? Are you
talking to you
right now? What's going on?
No, Denver's not showing up. Denver doesn't care about us. You ever notice that? Denver only wants us around when he wants us around.
Man, that guy is hilarious. I love that dude, man. I'm so glad he's safe from this little trunking incident.
Hey, Droop, I've only had like one light drink, and that's all I'm having. So I'm just being dumb today.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering from hanging out with Mr. Monkey. And then, having to deal with my other half. Oh, snap. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, please all rise. Bump, bump, bump. What? You can't come in like that. Okay. Your interpretation of all rise is different. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Dude, there goes Jason again, man.
Wait a minute. I just got a donation picking on you. Or is he saying why? Or is that to stop me from picking
up on Harley Fat Boy? Money comes out. Is that what I'm hearing? Like,
I don't. He's expendable. At this point,
I'm just saying.
Well, thank you very much for that. That was very, very nice of you. So what's going on, Mr. Monk?
Oh man. Hey, man. Look at my man, bro. Look at Jason. Stop picking on me, bro. Thanks, Jay.
What's Jason saying?
Don't tase me, bro.
Don't tase me, bro.
No,
how's the premiere, guy?
You're talking about it was good. It was fun. I was telling Bri about this in the chat earlier on the Instagram message, but so what happened to my man Olaf is that he brought his bike over and he hadn't been feeling well. And his bike's here, and then we find out we're missing a part. And I'm like, whew, because between you, me, and the post on the wall, he had no business riding. Like when he pulled in that day, he was wobbly and, he just health issues. So I'm like, why don't you let me take you home in the truck and then just leave the bike here and I'll get the parts and fix it. And he's like, oh, okay. So the wife's like, whew, no business on that bike. Bring him home. A few days later, I end up having to rush him to the hospital. He's got a bunch of health issues going on, and he's in the hospital, has been for a week now. I'm 99.9% sure he's going to be okay. But the point is his bike is still here. And so I'm fixing little things from when it was dropped earlier. And I just had this hilarious idea of we could do some special upgrades to it while we have it. And that's the problem. You never leave your bike at a brother's house for too long when you know that you can't defend it. So I ordered from Amazon some very special motorcycle accessories that are coming that we're going to put on his bike and do a video. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun.
Nice.
I think we'll be friends afterward.
Awesome. Wait, while he's still
I don't know. It sounds questionable.
Yeah. Wait, so while he's still in the hospital, you're going to do this?
Yes.
Nice.
We text every day, and I told him, I said, hey, I'm going to do some special upgrades to your bike while it's here. And I put quotes around special, and he just replied, you son of a bitch. I'm like, oh, gonna be fine because I know that he's got his phone. That's all he's got. So I know he's like watching the channel and he's watching videos and it gives him a laugh. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna give him a laugh, all right.
It's gonna give him a laugh or a heart attack. One of the two.
Hey, you know what?
Oh, that's funny.
Sometimes you have to give your life for comedy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
That's awesome, man.
if you left your bike unattended, there's nothing really, really you can do about that.
Yeah. I mean, and Amazon just has an amazing selection of super high quality motorcycle accessories. So
interesting.
Oh, look at the Heritage.
Nice,
the Heritage just like trying to take the shot back there. Look at that. It's like, ride me.
Hey. Such a sexy bike, man. I love that
those
bike.
spokes.
It's gonna change colors and stuff here pretty soon.
Is it?
Whole new body coming, yeah.
Entire body?
Whole body, yeah. I actually have a new body coming because that, of course, was my dad's bike, and I didn't want to quote unquote destroy it, making it my own. I wanted to keep everything that was on it. So I actually have another body coming so I can take that one, wrap it up, put it away, and I could always Vern, much worse than that. But no, yeah, it's a whole other body so I can keep that one locked away in case the day ever comes somebody wants to put it back to stock in 50 years, they can do that.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
That's a really, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Because I'm never getting rid of it. That bike's going to stay in the family the rest of my life. So, someday someone, I always say I'm going to pass it on to my daughter and either she'll ride it or she'll keep it for her kid or whatever. But fleshlight for the exhaust.
Military.
Brilliant. I hadn't thought of that. Those are too expensive, though. We have to do this on the cheap, military biker. Don't ask me how I know how much those cost. I'm just saying, I feel like it's an expensive accessory.
I mean, I noticed the CVO isn't there. I understand. I mean, a man gets lonely in the garage.
It's right there. You just can't see it.
Okay. I thought maybe it was moved.
Man, I want to say something so funny, but I just can't.
Go ahead, man. I mean, he's still living in the garage. I still think something happened. But
this is my winter office. I work out here in the wintertime because I don't mean to be that guy, but it's like in the upper 60s.
Define to me again what the winter is. 60.
Yeah,
it's like 65, 66 in the
When I was down in Tampa in December, I think I may have told you this, Monk. We're filming. I get in the car. My coworker's taking me back to the hotel, and I look over, and he's got a jacket on. I'm like, dude, it's 70 degrees. He's like, but you don't understand. It's cold. I'm like, I'm like, you're coming to New Jersey in February. I'm going to find a way to get you up here. We'll just kill you.
Well, your blood really does thin because, I mean, I'm from St. Louis, and the day that I left St. Louis, it was 7 or 3. I can't remember. But it was cold the day that I left St. Louis, and it was ice and everything else, and it was cool driving from that to Florida, like seeing, driving down and getting warmer and warmer. And hey, Bodine, but yeah, but your blood thins, man. I can't do it. I visited St. Louis. This has been 3 or 4, maybe 5 years ago in like January, and I was like, how the hell did I ever live here?
Yeah,
everything was brown and dead and cold.
That's a little crazy.
Mm-hmm. Brandon, Baby Monkey, be the coolest kid in high school rocking the Vikla. I don't know about high school because there's been a lot of money spent on that bike.
Maybe college.
Maybe when she's 30 and I'm dead, HD Vibe. It's 18 in St. Louis right now. Wow. What is it in Jersey right now?
Wow.
It is we're supposed to have snow. So I want to say it's like in the 40s, but it's supposed to get down really cold tonight.
In St. Louis, the jet stream goes right through St. Louis. So even though it's not as far north, it gets crazy cold in the middle of the country like that. It's bizarre. It can actually get too cold to snow.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Because I know, let's see, I know the state closed. The state actually closed tomorrow, delayed opening tomorrow for my wife. So, I don't get that luxury because I work from home, but yeah, I think we're supposed to get like 5 inches of snow, something like that.
LMB's right. I lived in Missouri because they have better roads. It's true. I mean, like There's the wine country out in Augusta, Defiance, and areas
That's a
like
lot,
that.
man.
That was minutes from my house, and that was just like your weekend ride, and it was closing on as good as something you might find in Sturgis. I mean, it's just a really good ride, but 40s.
So you touched on something the other night when we were talking about the new Harleys.
Let's not talk about me touching things like
I didn't say no. You had consent at some level. Luckily, Kate was fighting with the cat, so it was okay. So I had thought about something you had said. We were talking about the Harleys and we were talking about the Pan Americas.
Yeah.
Do you think, and I was told this when I had mine, do you think a lot of people buy adventure bikes because they have the envision that they're going to adventure? Or do you think, what do you think the percentage of people that buy an adventure bike buy it with the intent that they're going to, much like people buy touring bikes that don't tour?
Man, that's tough. I think you could say the average Harley,
it's pineapple.
The average Harley, shit, what's the thing called?
Motorcycle.
No, the ATV bike. The
you insulted him. He left.
He was that.
The Pan America.
The Pan America.
He's having internet problems. He's on dial-up.
He's at 56K.
Yeah.
So I think the average Pan America buyer is not going to go ADV riding. That's just an opinion, and it's based on absolutely nothing, But I think that the average Harley touring bike rider, it's all your definition of touring, right? So for us, we leave the house, and it's the starting point of our rides is between 60 and 90 miles away, right? That's where we're meeting up. So it does justify a touring bike, even though you're not doing across the country rides, because you know what? I do, 60, 70, 80, 90 miles on that Heritage, and just it's not like I'm ready to get off, but I mean, I don't want to ride that far to start the ride on that thing, if that makes sense, No,
that makes sense.
So, but the Pan America rider, I don't think they're going to be doing any off-road riding. It's just an opinion, but I think the average BMW ADV rider, yeah, they probably intend on leaving the road. Of course, the Kawasaki, the KLR, and all that stuff. But I don't know. I haven't seen enough of Pan America on the road to kind of look at the dude riding it and figure out what they're going to do with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to block somebody.
Dude, I'm right here. I mean, you can just tell me to leave.
No, not you. No, apparently the Russians were popular with the Russians today. That's good.
What did you
according to the press conference I heard, they're just going to invade everybody. So,
Everybody. Oh yeah, I see the Russian. Yeah. You know what you can do? You can make people mods so they can watch that for you.
Yeah, I got to do that at some point. I guess I never really thought about it. I never thought this many people show up. So thank you. Yeah, no, I thought about that because I feel like there's a lot of people. Case in point, buddy of mine has a BMW adventure bike. He's got the 1250. Mm-hmm. And his thing is, I went down this gravel road and, that's why we have an adventure bike. I'm like, dude, I could do that on my bike.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of people that think they need an adventure bike because they're going to do something that it's kind of like, I don't know how everyone's deal is different, but I know when I first was looking at bikes, it was looking at Harleys and everything was like, oh, if you get a Harley, you can be a man, you can hang out with men and drink beer like men. And, it was this, they were showing you
that sounded really
it did.
Like,
I told you
men and be men and manly men stuff. It's like, okay.
The difference between a biker bar and a gay bar is very questionable. Everybody's still in leather.
It's the same amount of leather. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to judge, but
it's 2022.
Net Shark's here. What's up, buddy? Adventure biking looks like I just but no, they did. They gave me the whole big speech about if I bought a Harley, I'd have automatic friends and blah blah blah. And
I thought you said automatic fringe.
Fringe. Well, fringe too. Did you ever see the episode of Top Gear in America when Tanner Faust and I can't remember who the guy is. He's one of the NASCAR guys. He's an announcer when they were on Fox, but I'll find it and I'll post it. It's got to be on YouTube. But they do this whole thing where they have to ride scooters around the country. It's like a challenge, and they go to Sturgis. And if you lost the challenge, you had to go to Sturgis. And he's got the
Brett. What the hell's that guy's
name? Yeah. And he's got the fringe on his arms. And he's like, if you look over there, and like all the fringe goes, and he's got the pants on. Something wood. No.
Rutledge
Wood. Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go. Frank, what do you have as an ATV bike? Frank's actually my neighbor, and he stalks me with his helicopter. That's actually a true story, unfortunately, but it's neither here nor there. He flies the local news helicopter, and every so often I get these text messages that go, "Hey, that was me." I'm like, thanks, you're rattling my windows. Go away.
That must be a killer job to have.
I actually was shooting an install video, and this helicopter kept circling around my house, and I was going to make a comment like, "Yo, Frank, knock it off," trying to lose my views. And it actually was him, and I was really disappointed that I didn't do it. Oh, you have an 850 Sport. Okay. Oh, there you go. There's the challenge. So when you ride with Wit, you can rock the fringe.
Right. then it's appropriate. The problem is you're going to have like, people say like, oh, whatever, quantity of people who watch a channel. I'm going to ride through that place, and they're going to be like 2 people. They're going to go, oh, Pro Monkeys in the back of Wit. 50,000 go, who's the fat guy with the beard on the back of the chick's bike? Like, no one has any freaking idea.
And Wit's like this big.
Yeah, But I'm telling you right now, as I told you that night, I'm like, I think you think you're going to be riding that bike. I'm just going to be riding it from the back. Because I'm going to be like, left turn, and it's going to go right turn. Like, I can just reach around and grab the throttle, and we can do like a ghost thing with the pottery.
You need to have a meetup and come into the meetup like that. So there's like 1,000 videos on YouTube of that.
Great.
We can go viral.
The meetup's going to be at Beaver Bar. I know that just because I really like Leslie Beaver, who owns the Beaver Bars in Myrtle Beach and Sturgis and Daytona and The one in Daytona for Biketoberfest didn't go the way we planned because we came at the worst possible time, evidently. But the one in Sturgis is huge, so you don't have to worry about being in the way of a bunch of people. But riding there on the back of Wit's bike, I don't know, because there's some actual public roads between there and where I'll be. And, I don't want to die on the back of whatever, on the back of a
Yeah,
sport.
okay, that's true. It's all funny until you get killed.
Yeah. Then she ride a sports. Yeah. Someone say Beaver, DeBeard says.
Nice. Yeah, she rides a Sportster because Harley refused. No, never mind. I won't get on my soapbox.
Harley's weird. They're weird. I mean, they've gotten better, but they're still weird as far as like them picking certain channels and going all in on them. And it's like, but they're not that big, and they're not, and they're super rifle specific. The sort of the audience, and then but then you got someone who actually accomplishes something on a Harley. Nah, screw that. Like I don't get that, man.
I thought if anything, they'd sit on that bike to maybe do it as an exhibit bike or something. But yeah, that's disappointing.
But whatever.
So any new news on what to expect next week? I'm really curious about the event because there's part of me that
come on, Monk,
I don't know.
I think they're gonna do the CVOs with the 131 and the inverted forks. I think they'll announce that baby bagger lowrider thing. And that's probably about it. I mean, you can go to the website right now and look at the colors and et cetera, for all the touring bikes. The Ultras are there, Road Glides, Street Glides, the Sportster S is on there with the color. You can look at everything but the CVOs and the that whatever that baby bagger is going to be, the FXRT. So
that brings up a good point, because if you're sitting on the CVO, I didn't think about that. So if you're sitting on the CVOs, something must be coming.
If you're doing what?
If you're sitting on the CVOs and you're not putting them out, I didn't think about that because last year I think they did put them out.
Yeah, it's. I think they led with them last year or something. I can't remember, but it's. I think we hit on something fairly big, philosophical, whatever, marketing strategy wise last week when we said if the CVO price is too low now, You know what I mean? There's not enough difference between a special and a CVO. They need to be able to pack $10,000-$12,000 onto that price. Yes, it's insane, but the CVO price is supposed to be insane. It's supposed to be hand-built custom motorcycle, 50, 60 grand is where it should be. And if you invert the forks and put a 131 in it, then you can jack that price up so high that us commoners won't be able to buy it. Hell, I own a CVO. That's how not special it is anymore. I own one. Like
your wife owns that CVO. Let's be honest.
She took it from me. She takes everything.
What?
But,
hey, TJ, what would you do? Would you if it were up to you, would you buy a bike that already came with the 131, or would you, and or just buy the plain CVO and then build it up to 131 or 120? Like, what would you, if you had the money, like what? Would you want to work on a bike to build it up, or would you just get it?
A good friend of mine is looking at buying a new special right now, and before he even takes it home, having to put the 131 in it. And I'm like jumping up and down saying, don't do it. Like, because I'm all into personally value for dollar, right? And taking a 114 bike and immediately putting the 131 in it, the cost per horsepower is so high. He's talking about buying a crate motor.
Ooh,
like not
that's like 7G right there
to a 131. Buying a 131 crate motor, pulling the 114 out, because in his mind he's like, well, I'll have the value of the 114. I'm like, people aren't walking around buying brand new 114 motors left and right. It's not like there's huge demand for that. But I say, I would rather put a cam in a 114. You just get a whole lot of ass for that money. And her bike is 120 horse and 123 pounds of torque. 120 horse and 123 pounds of torque. It's a 117. It's not a 114, but there's not much there. There's not much difference there. And what is the 131? Someone is at 130 something or like for 10, 15 more horsepower? Like, no.
Yeah,
we were talking before you came on.
That makes sense. I'm glad you said that because
go ahead, finish your thought.
Before I came on,
I said no. Before Monkey came on, I was talking to you about the idea. Maybe Monkey and I had talked about this before about buying a Road Glide standard, just basic Road Glide, and I'd even take one without the nav because I use my phone. And then just building it out the way I want it, because I feel like that's, for my money, is just more. It's a more special bike because it's mine. It's more unique than putting the money into the CVO and then having to put money on top of it.
Well, it's all about how long you're going to own it too. If you're going to own it forever, then buy it and do whatever you want. If you're someone who gets a new bike every 3-4 years, no, the CVO is a better buy. Because it's going to get a lot more money when you get rid of it than a regular one. If you buy a 107 Road Glide standard and you pay 23 grand for it, and then you put $15,000 into it, at the end of the day, you have a $23,000 Road Glide.
Yeah,
it does not. The money's gone. You have just set it on fire and burned it. It is. It's just because it adds zero value to a motorcycle as far as trading goes, because they're buying a VIN number. They don't care. I mean, if it's got a $10,000 paint job and some motor work that's done by a brilliantly known, great reputation builder, you know what I mean? Like, then maybe it'll add something, but it'll add pennies in the dollar for what you paid for it and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if I bought it, I'd kill it. It wouldn't be something I'd trade in. And the only reason I'm looking to trade in is that, I really want a Road Glide, because Bodine's got a Road Glide, unless he sells me his in 2 years. Because he's the type of guy that trades bikes in, because he's got big YouTube money.
So here's a question. Here's a question. What is the Road Glide obsession?
I don't know. I've never been on one.
So in my head, that's the first touring Harley I've ever ridden. Was a Road Glide Limited.
Okay.
I just fell in love with it. I like how light it feels on the bars. I love the way it looks. Now, going back to before I had a Harley, so we're going back several years. I wanted one because they weren't in vogue. It was like the ugly stepsister of the Harley bikes, because at least here you don't see them. Now you're starting to see them more. But it's a want, not a need. I can't rationally tell you anything beyond that. Like it's the heart wants what the heart wants. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with my bike, and it's not like I say, it's like I think it's one of those things. I love the look of it, and I think like Queen Sit's got a fantastic Road Glide. I love how she's got
a Road King now.
Yeah, but she has both though.
I thought she got rid of the Road Glide. She has both still?
I thought she did, but I may be mistaken.
I thought she traded it on a Road King special.
Oh,
yeah, she got the Road King now.
That's a terrible life decision. But
here's the thing.
Talk me out of it, please. Save me the money. Go ahead. I'll listen to everything you say.
I'll tell you that Road Glides have been around a long time, even though they had a lot of different names. And yeah, they were the ugly stepchild, and they were even uglier when you go back to the 80s. Man, I can vividly remember being on the back of my dad's Sportster, coming around a turn, coming down in the Keystone. Like I remember where we were, right? Coming down a turn, and it was probably called a Tour Glide back then, came around the turn, and I was like, that's the ugliest goddamn motorcycle I have ever seen in my life. I can remember it was gold. I can remember like this was the ugliest thing I've ever seen. And this dude's just rolling around on his fugly ass Harley up here, and so now, and then you go forward, many years, and the Road Glide in 2014 was gone. So I bought my Street Glide in 14. First new dresser I ever bought. I'd had them before, but first brand new one I ever bought was a 14 Street Glide. And then 15, the Road Glide came out. And suddenly there was this like Road Glide, and it came from like nowhere, because
it did.
I don't think it's the better looking of the two. And there's one right there. So I think there's a little bit of credibility. Like there's a CVO Road Glide right there. And then my Ultra is right there. And I had a Road Glide before that one. I don't think it's the better looking one. I actually think the face is a little weird on a Road Glide versus a Batwing. I think the Batwing is a very classic looking bike. They've also improved the Batwing so much in 14 when the Rushmore bikes came out. It doesn't feel nearly as heavy on the bars as it used to. Also, if you ride in super bad weather, a Road Glide sucks. If you're riding in serious storms, that fairing may as well not even be there. It just goes right over it and right into your face, because that fairing is way out there compared to my Batwing, which is right here, and I can get small and get behind it. Now, that's a very Florida thing to worry about, but so I don't know. I mean, I love Road Glides. I do. It's not like I dislike them, but
I mean, my Ultra was a dump truck until I got bars. I couldn't steer the thing because my arms were at lock. I don't know. To me, I love the look of it. But now, that being said, I haven't ridden one since I upgraded mine, so it may not be the same. It's just there's something about that bike I really like. I will say this: oh my god, the hackers are back.
More Russians.
The Russians are coming. I will say this: I don't feel like it's not the power that I want. It's none of that. It's just the look, and then maybe that's a stupid thing, But now, do you think though, in some, and I mean this with respect, I don't mean with any disrespect, but do you think more because you're a traditional Harley guy and it's been in your blood for so long that's just the look? Sure. Yeah.
That was that's what a dresser looked like when I was a kid, was a Batwing bike. There's no doubt, but I'm just saying, having owned, I think I've had 3 or 4 Batwings, but I've owned 2 Road Glides, right? And one is my opinion is one is not better than the other. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying it's a Batwing's better, but a Road Glide's not better either. They have their things, like the sun hits the screen. You can't see the damn thing in the sun. You can't see the stereo. You can't touch the screen and use screen controls. You have to use your thumbs because the helmet is so far away. You can't get behind it in weather. If you put a big windshield on them for weather, they look ridiculous with a big windshield on them.
Like I said, there's that part of me, but there's also the logical part of me, like you said, that knows I don't need it. It's a want. It's not a need.
Yeah.
you know, and the other thing is too, it gets more difficult the more stuff I get, because now I've got 2 bags and I've got, you know, all different crap for it.
Well, yeah,
but
because you got a color issue because they're the same motorcycle in the steering neck back.
Yeah.
yeah, so I don't know. You know, it's just one of those things that I really like about it. I think.
Why are the Russians after you tonight?
I don't know.
It's really weird.
Maybe it was the Biden joke I made at lunch after the press conference. I'm not sure. I was like, look, man. I mean, did anyone see that press conference? I know we're not supposed to talk politics, but he basically said at one point, and I'm sorry, I don't care what side of the fence you're on. If anyone said this, it's funny. He goes, well, it depends how bad the invasion is. What? It's like being kind of pregnant. Like, well, can you imagine being like, well, they only took out New Jersey. Well, I guess if they took out New Jersey, nobody would care. It's New Jersey. I would care. We'd miss the beard, but it was just the funniest statement I ever heard. It was like, well, it depends how.
We have to protect Katie. Katie's a national treasure. We have to protect her.
She's special.
That's funny as shit, man. Like, I'm telling you what, I haven't heard someone proclaim their drunkenness since college like that. Like, I'm drunk as fuck. Like, just like, woo!
The thing that I love about my wife more than anything is the drunker she gets, the more Southernese comes out. So it's like, y'all, you don't understand. You can take the girl out of the trail, or you can't take the trail out of the girl. Oh shit! Did you hear that? There was just a real loud. I heard that coming from the other room. Monkey was saying he loves you. You're a national treasure.
Tell her that's actually what I said, though. Or she's gonna think
it is actually what he says. You can watch the replay.
That was so funny the other night.
Junior said you ride the short bus. I don't know.
And now he's frozen in that position.
The best part is that right there was perfect because he couldn't even defend himself.
Nice, man. What's wrong with you, bro?
You know I love you, buddy. You guys are the
tonight, though, best. We're talking about the Batwing versus Shark thing. I was just saying earlier tonight, though, just to show that I do love them both, is that I'm like, you know what? I should buy an old Road Glide.
Mm-hmm.
Like a 13, 12, whatever, and just screw around with it for a while. Because when I was looking for the Ultra, I had all kinds of ideas. I was like, I'm going to buy an old CVO Road Glide. That was like, I had this kick. I'm like, I'm going to find a 2010, 11, 12, 110 CVO Road Glide. That's what I'm going to get for myself, blah, 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 blah. And the salesperson says, well, you had a Road Glide, right? And I said, yeah, I had an 18 and now the 19. He goes, oh, well, you're not going to like the old Road Glide. And he had a CVO Road Glide. He had a 2013, I think it was, CVO Road Glide sitting there. And a salesperson told me I wouldn't like it.
That's a good salesperson.
The old, well, it is, he knew me well enough to like that. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. And then I ended up buying the Ultra from him. So he had no, you know what I mean? Like he had no reason to be truthful or feed me a lie.
We were at a deal. We're looking at a 12 Ultra. And the general manager came up to me and he's like, look, I'm not trying to be rude. Don't buy this bike. He's like, buy a Rushmore or greater. He's like, and I know I'm going to lose the sale tonight, but wait, come back in 6 months when you've got a bigger money to put down. He's like, don't do it. You'll hate yourself for it. I was like, okay. I mean, at least you're honest.
A million little improvements to that bike besides the Road Glide fairing improvement. There's a million little things in the frame and stuff that they did for the Rushmore bikes. The bearing in the neck changed dramatically, so they handle way better. So
I really like mine. So Dark Soul's got a question. Dark Soul's a great guy. So he wants to know if what do you think the new reveal in the 26? Oh yeah, actually we were talking about the 131 and the CVO bagger earlier. Actually,
that's based on zero knowledge whatsoever. But yes, I think so. But it's just me pulling that out of my ear. I don't,
Well, we'll do what everyone else does. We'll make a video tomorrow on what's going to happen, and then when it doesn't happen, people forget because they're watching the newest video. Right? That's make speculation. I'll be like, I heard from my source, Harley Fat Boy Jr., that they're doing away with everything but the Road Glides.
Yeah,
like, what?
And everything's liquid cooled now.
And everything's liquid cooled.
It's actually double liquid cooled. They're going to make some sort of new, and it's electric. It's a hybrid.
It's rotary. It's a rotary engine like a Mazda.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I was actually just watching a Fortnite video earlier tonight where he talked about
on the rotary,
where he says it kills everything it touches.
That's such a great, what a great channel, man.
I love that channel.
Yeah.
The best part about his channel is his channel to me showed me that you can do YouTube without being like, and I no way am I making fun of the level of enthusiasm, like a shade tree surgeon that's like over the top. Like his channel, you can relax and watch his channel and it's still funny and it's engaging. And I think it's really great to see a channel like that do well.
Yeah.
Rather than
well,
it being some over the top crap. Well's an understatement, but
I was gonna say, is there anyone bigger?
I don't know.
I think Fortnite does fewer videos, right? Than say like bikes and beards or whatever. But I think if you look at Fortnite's videos, he's got a whole bunch of million plus view, videos. Like most of his videos break that million point.
Video.
So, I don't know. I think he might be the strongest bike oriented channel on YouTube.
I just think the content that he does is interesting because there was I don't know if you guys follow Gary V, if you watch any of his stuff about his entrepreneurial stuff, but he was saying that a lot of people don't want to go on YouTube because they're afraid that they have to be this giant personality. Hey, DeBeard, thank you very much. Rather than having a personality that's engaging enough at any level. I thought it was interesting because there's a lot of people that get discouraged because they think that they have to be that over the top YouTuber. And I think it's nice to see.
Yeah.
It's
and the fact that if he's got to be an engineer or something. I can't, I don't know what he does for a living, if anything outside of Fortnite now, but his level of intelligence is intimidating. Like his video on carburetor versus fuel injection, I sat there and was like, I learned so much in 6 minutes from that guy, and I've been working on carbs for decades. I'm seriously, he broke it down, and I was like, okay, I totally understand now after listening to him. So, guy is smart.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, and I think that's
super smart.
It's education and entertainment at the same time. He does something with physics. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's got to be because he his video on tires, he talks about lateral load, and I mean, like his video on the dark side is great. And like all reasonable human beings, he says at the end you shouldn't do it. But he explains why, and that's what's good because everyone else is just theoretical, like
He
talked
about all just off the cuff stuff. Yeah, he talked about the most random stuff, and but the way he explains shit, it just makes sense. It's like what made you bring that up? So it's kind of great channel, man. I watch that guy all the time.
Did you see the one where he was doing the thing on the helmet connectors, where he was doing the weights and the resistance? And I'm just like, wow. And I can't stop watching. Thanks, Dallas, very much. That was very kind of you.
You know what? Anyone out there who thinks a Road Glide's better than a Batwing should definitely give Bri $10 right now. Prove me wrong. Show me how stupid I am and give Bri $10.
Oh, that may be stupid in itself. My next video, I just bought a new Road Glide. The video after that, I'm not sure I made the right decision.
You're like, I kind of missed certain things on my Batwing,
I was telling Katie the other day, there's a part of me that Troop just unsubbed. Well, it happened. There's a part of me that wants to buy an Indian just to watch all the fanboys explode. It's just too funny. It's geez. Fortnite sponsored video.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dark Souls actually on the independent rider show that Hollywood Insane Throttle hosts on Saturday. A very cool guy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, very cool guy. And he's in, correct me if I'm wrong, Altoona, Dark Soul, I believe. So you're not that far from me. We're going to have to meet up when we go to Gettysburg for Bike Week. I forgot that's coming up too, man. Yeah, look at that. Maybe I'll be a real biker this year and start going to rallies.
Wait,
what's that?
How many are you going to be going to? How many you got planned right now? Events?
Nothing. Just, like I said, this year's, if this anything close I can probably do, big, it's going to be hard. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe I can ride you on the back of DeBeard's bike.
I was going to say, is no one going to address the beard said he's in the closet? I'm just saying, no one's gonna just.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that can be said about the Pine Barrens, and none that I will say because he's very close to my house, and I don't. Give me a head start. That's all I'm asking. You sure ain't from around here, is you? There you go, DeBeard. I'll go to Gettysburg, buddy, for sure. Well, maybe I don't want it now.
Are back.
Oh, damn it.
Oh my God, this is awesome. That's hilarious.
I'm gonna rebrand this the Russian Live. Maybe I'll start doing a. Maybe I'll start putting the Russians. Maybe I'll start putting the titles in Russian. Maybe Hey, look, I'll take my subs.
Up, right?
I'll take my subs where I can get them. Oh, geez, for the Indian challenge, dude, stop! You're killing me with the money.
Dude,
that's very nice of you.
Killing it, man.
That was very, very nice of you. I will say this: we sat on the Roadmaster, and I really liked it. It was a really nice bike. I just don't. My only concern is I don't have that. I have one Indian dealership that's close to me, and everything else is going to be a haul if something happens to it. So it's possible. It's just I don't know.
When my Indian went bad, I one of the things I did was I wanted to get rid of it, and I went to the closest dealer there was. Where the hell was it? Because mine had gone out of business. I bought my bike and the dealer out of business. I think it was Miami that had a Roadmaster Elite.
Yes, with the special paint.
Yeah, it was really cool. And I went down there and I had gone all the way to like Indian corporate saying like, this thing is subpar. Like, look at the warranty claims. Like, buy me out of this thing. Make it go away. And I even said like, look, just do my payoff and trade. I'm not asking you for like lemon. Just, call the dealer, work this out. And they told me to go screw myself. And then I went to the dealer and said, hey, I'll buy this Roadmaster Elite, which was their top of the line at the time, CVO pricing almost, and said, I got this freaking boat anchor of a bike, help me out. And they told me to go screw myself. So I went to the dealer and just lost my ass and switched. No, I told them, I'm like, if you don't, I'm going straight to Harley. And I'm just gonna and they told me to go screw myself. So I went and screwed myself.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy they did that.
Yeah, going into a Harley dealership when you need a bike is definitely going to screw yourself.
Yeah, because I knew I was going to be so upside down in that. And you know what I mean? Like, it was just, ugh. Yeah, no, Buffalo's right. It is about the worst name for a motorcycle in history. This is my new Indian Roadmaster. It sounds like it should have wood paneling down the side and like it should be green, Yeah.
And it's a shame because the dealer I went to was really nice. But like DeBeard said, there is a Indian dealership near Williams Harley-Davidson. So that's another hour away. So there's not, an hour's not that far, but it's not that close either. You know what I mean? Like I'm used to being able to drop my bike off and get it the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't have to think about it. I don't know. And we beat this subject to death, but it's really hard to beat the dealer network. The dealer network for Harley is just fantastic. It's the same reason, like with the Goldwing, there's not many Honda dealerships around here. So, and the one that is around here is kind of cuckoo. So, it's tough. The Indian family truckster.
That's what it sounds like, right? It should have double stacked headlights, and that. And funny because when I went to go look at the Roadmaster Elite, I'm standing there looking at it, and the salesperson's like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "Well, the fairing's a little goofy looking." Like I'm like it is. It was a little too like it looks like a butterfly or something on the. I was like, what the rest of the bike I liked.
You can definitely see the Victory inspiration on that bike.
Yeah.
It's definitely been Victory definitely did something there. Oh Jesus, yeah. So Frank and I are supposed to be going to White Castle soon. I didn't know there was one near Belmar. Huh? I don't know. I still think they still think it could be a bad move, but I want to try one.
What, White Castle? You should definitely have that.
No, White Castle I've done. That is a poor decision, but I've done it anyway. We went down the shore when things were locked down, and we went through the drive-through on the bike, and I forgot to shut the pipes off when we were in ordering, because when we rolled up to the window, I may have been a different person, but they're looking at me like, how the hell are you getting takeout on a bike? I'm like, we're only going to roll over to the side. We're
Yeah,
not going to.
fine. Street outside, it's fine.
Oh, in Monmouth County, there's one. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm really curious to see if they're going to make a performance bagger. That would be exciting. Maybe that's what I really want. It's just a performance road glide.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it will be, but it'll be 55 grand.
Yeah. Well, but then you bring up the point, how much work could I do? So I have you'll know this off the top of your head. So I have a 103. How big can I go? 128?
Yeah, 128. Well, actually, probably somebody's broken 130, I bet, on a twin cam. Somebody has, probably, I bet.
I think 110 would probably be plenty.
I missed it. They're hot. A 110 will roast your nuts. That motor was hot. So
once I figure out what pipes I'm sticking with, I want to replace the headers, because I've been stuck in traffic and my leg was on fire. The header has to go. The cat has to go out of the header. It's ridiculous.
Well, if you want, you're sort of limited, right? Because if you want maximum performance out of the bike, you want a 2-into-1, right? Single side, and then you can do a ghost pipe or whatever on the other side. If you want best without going a 2-into-1, you want a 2-into-1 and a 2, which is where you keep the big little configuration, right? Big pipe on the right, little pipe on the left, and you use a crossover. If you do that, you can pretty inexpensively change the head pipe, keep the stock shields, and save a bunch of money. So I was running the Fuel Moto jackpot head pipe, which uses the stock shields and the stock crossover, and it was okay. When I bought it was like $350. I think it's gone up since then. But it also broke, and I had to get a replacement, and it was a pain in the ass. And even though Fuel Moto is really good at what they do, it was a bad experience. But there's another company that makes a 2-into-1 and a 2 that uses the stock heat shields and the stock crossover. The pipe is $399, and it's freaking awesome. Like it's the same concept, right? It's a pipe that hides under the stock shields, but you look at it and it's polished steel. It has both sides bung holes, so you can do wideband later if you want to. You know, like it's a badass part, and it's $399.
That's a good deal. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like I would like more power, but again, I don't know that my definition of more power and more power may be two different things. You know, like it'd be a little bit more power, be kind of cool. The lope would be better, but we talked about that the other night too. Getting into that low RPM range to get that really good lope's not happening. So
not with a twin cam, not really. I mean, you can, but I mean, I've heard some twin cams that sound great. So that's because they went in with a tuner and lowered the idle way below safety point, where that motor is just eating itself. You know, sitting there idling like that, because you need to idle like 900 in a twin cam, more like 950 to have the motor to be healthy.
Yeah, and I just I've been playing with the Tab Zombies. The 4.5s. That woke that bike up.
Yeah. That's who makes the HUD pipe.
How they working out, right? Like
that?
Well, I was telling Monkey the other day, I like them. And in all fairness, they sent me these as loaners, and I can't get a straight answer from the company. And I don't mean that disrespectfully if they hear this. There was talk that they were loaned out before, and there's talk they weren't loaned out before. So I understand. Okay. So here, but they were shrink wrap, which leads me to believe they may be new. But I also know that they're under high pressure to get stuff out. I had a heck of a time getting the slash cuts to rotate. It took me like an hour to get the one side on. And it felt like the pipe was out of round.
So you're trying to rotate the whole pipe, or just the tip?
Just the tip, Mr. Monkey. Just tip.
Just a tip. And you're saying it was giving you trouble moving it around in there?
I actually had to pull it off and put it back on, and the only way it would go on is if it was like dead perfectly aligned. I mean, it was a nightmare, and I'm sure I kind of
trying to rotate them,
because when it comes, they come with the slash tip this way. I wanted them this way.
Okay.
So I wanted the look so it follows the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had a heck. I mean, I marred him up a little bit, and I felt bad, but I couldn't get him back on. I couldn't get it off. It was a mess. And the edges where the tip goes to the actual pipe, the coating was off. So again, like I said, if it was a quality control issue, it's a one-off quality control issue. It's just the experience that I had. I have a pair of Chromeworks coming. I'm curious to see how they're going to sound against it. I like them. I like the Zombies more than I like my Reinhardts, but the Reinhardts have more bass to them.
So the Chromeworks are going to be deeper, but the Ripper baffle they put in the Chromeworks is nowhere near as loud as a Zombie.
Yeah, and I thought the Zombie would be a lot louder than it was, but I also wear a Shoei 1400, so the helmet's pretty quiet.
And you have a stock head pipe.
Correct.
That's like 80% of your sound is being killed by the cat.
Big Smitty.
So yeah, and that's why I think that if that is the case, then I probably would stick with the Chromeworks, assuming I like them, and then because I don't want them to be too obnoxious. There's a point.
I mean, like it's the tab head
What's up, Smitty?
With a Zombie baffle is it's horrendously loud in a wonderful way.
Yeah.
Like I like loud, and my wife likes loud, and you put those two together and you're like, God damn, that's what a Harley sounded like when I was a kid. Like when you put inch and quarter drags and they sound amazing. And to me, it's like, I don't care. If I'm going on a super long trip, I put on my Shoei Neotech and like it's not going to bother me too much, but
so sound I don't good. What about performance when you're riding? How were they when you're riding?
They lose I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, it's fine.
They lose the they lose the obnoxiousness, or at least what I found in the higher RPM range. Like my Reinhardts get really, it's subjective. My Reinhardts get brappy when you open it up, but they're quiet. But they have that same bass all the way through the acceleration, where the Zombies seem to cut in some treble at the tops. Wow, I just went nerd. No, I don't play with audio all day. Yeah. It has this like incredible growl off the line, but it shuts down really quick, and that growl gets it doesn't have the lower end of the growl. It's still loud, but it loses that lower end bass to it, I guess.
Wow.
They sound awesome. The 4.5s look really good on my bike. And I don't have the wraparound bags, but it's like anything. It's really cool. The decel is pretty cool too. If you decel it hard, it sounds like a helicopter land, and it's like.
And is that on that's on the Zombies?
That's what the Zombies with the, and that's the other thing that concerned me was if I had a problem with the tip, because we'll just keep making all the tip jokes we can.
You don't have a problem with the tip. You can irritate it. It gets all red and.
Because then what's the problem I'm going to have with the shaft? Then the problem is then I'm worried about if it turns out that we don't like the Zombies, because Katie hasn't been on the back with the Zombies. Junior choked on the tip.
Junior choked on the tip. Oh my Lord.
He froze.
What is wrong with you guys, man?
Somebody call Kate. If you I was afraid that I was going to get them, and then over time, if you try and pull the baffle to change it, you're not going to be able to.
Well, if you go with a head pipe, you can run the different mufflers on that head pipe. You know what I mean? Like it's not a proprietary deal.
I'm sorry, I'm saying header. I mean, if with the way the tip was, and it was because the tip's damaged, because I was playing with it for an hour. Getting the baffle in and out, if I had to do it later, would be an issue potentially. Yeah. So if I went to like a mid-range baffle, I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to make excuses to buy a Road Glide. Maybe that's really all it's good to do.
If I got a Road Glide, the tips are fine. Road Glide tips are much better than
I mean,
for some reason.
I feel like the views on my channel will go up.
Though? How you guys feel about the slip-ons? I mean,
you just got to slide it over gently.
Is that I don't know. I just never it never crossed my mind to go with those
Why?
with slip-ons.
Well,
I don't
it's
know. Like,
well,
if you're
having a
gonna
soft
change,
tail, I totally agree with you because I think you take a soft tail and you put aftermarket slip-ons on the head pipe, the stock head pipe, and I think they look goofy. It looks like you went halfway on a
Yeah.
soft tail. It's like, here's a stock pipe.
Yeah.
And, oh, coolness. Like,
Right.
no, man, it doesn't work that way. You got to go all
Yeah.
in, you know.
Right. Yeah. But even on the big
Yeah,
boy
and
bikes, like a Road Glide or Limited or whatever, like,
It's
would you
just
guys,
money.
I mean,
It's just really the only reason
yeah.
you stop at slip-ons is because you don't want to pay all the money. That's the only reason I can think
Yeah.
of, because the bike runs cooler, you get
Yeah.
better performance, you got better low end, you got, like there's
So-
it's just price.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but that's
Does
reality.
it void my warranty if I put aftermarket headers, but I keep the Harley tuner?
Depends on the dealer.
Fuck yeah. See, that's what I'm afraid
Yeah.
of.
Go to
Isn't
your
I'm
that
afraid of-
weird? Why aren't they all on the same page? That makes no sense to me. Like, why aren't they all on the same page?
Harley would
you're-
probably say yes, because Harley's trying to do everything they can to not pay the damn bill when their bike breaks. I mean, that's just reality. So they're trying to find anything they can to get out of that warranty. But a lot of dealers, it's not that they're all on the same page. A lot of dealers just choose to look the other way, and because they're trying to take care of the customer.
Yeah, because I talked to, there's a dealer 20 minutes from here, and there's a dealer like 40 minutes from here, and they both give me different answers. I'm like, and then it gets to the point, oh, just bring the bike in and whatever. I'm like, man, I want to drive all the way out there if you guys are gonna, charge me $1 billion for one thing when this guy's saying,
See, because I got
So,
the
I always get
5-year
confused.
warranty on my bike, and I probably got raped on the warranty. I'll be straight up honest, but I don't know if the headers don't become a warranty issue, then I'll pull them for sure.
Here's the fun thing that I was told by my dealer. He's always
Dealer
just
has
told
to
me
install.
the whole deal. And Mike, some dealers will tell you that's not true either. It just depends. Like some dealers will, the letter of the rule says, Harley says, if you modify the performance of the engine anyway using non-Harley parts, is basically what it says. So you have to buy Harley's head pipe, Harley's crappy ass Screaming Eagle mufflers, blah blah blah, and their tuner. The what he told me, which now I can't remember what the hell I was talking about.
We were talking about voiding the warranty.
Good
the
one,
first
Toby.
2-year factory warranty.
I'll be right back and grab
where
some
the
water.
world jerks. It's when you get past the 2-year mark, it's not the case. Like when you're in the extended warranty, they treat it totally differently. They expect the bike to not be so stock. So a Harley warranty is 2 years unlimited mileage.
Yeah.
But then you buy the extended, it's not that big deal. But I agree with
'Cause I
Black
keep
Belt.
getting-
You always start with the idea of preserve the warranty, and then very shortly go, that I just want to my bike,
Then start stuff. Yeah. I was like, I don't know, because I was like, I'm gonna have this bike forever. I didn't want to wait, especially when it came to the pipes and whatever. I was like, let me just slap them on there, because you couldn't even hear me, man. Those stock pipes were so quiet. I was like,
yeah. You have a D&D, right?
It's like, this ain't Harley. What the hell's going on? Huh?
Did you have a D&D in your bike, right?
Well, no.
pipe.
It's the Two Brothers Racing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Two Brothers Racing. Yeah. But
Yeah, 9 mils,
huge
power
difference.
Well, my dealer would, but it just depends. Again, every dealer, like you may have a tuner in the back that knows what they're doing, and they have a dyno, and they could give a shit. They're just gonna get the most out of it, and they'll charge you your $400 or whatever. Charge you 4 hours labor or whatever to tune it.
Yeah.
Mine.
Well, that's the other thing too that I don't
Yeah.
understand is that the Harley has an auto tune mode. So can I choose to use auto tune mode and not dyno it?
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying with that, because that's my thing. Because I was talking to the guy and he's like, they went 4 hours to dyno it. I'm like, you went $400+ to dyno a bike for 4 hours? Come on.
But they're not using auto tune though.
No, but that's what I'm asking. Can you take that option and say, I want to auto tune it? Screw you guys on the dyno time.
You can. Here's the thing that some dealers just really hate, to be honest about. If you take your bike there and they have the Harley tuner, then the guy's going to do the best he can to get the most out of your bike using a shit tuner that keeps it EPA compliant. If If you have a Dynajet or a TTS or any one of these other ones, then the cuffs come off, and the guy can do whatever he's got to do to get the most out of your bike, but it voids the warranty. The bike will always know that it's been programmed, and that there's practically no way around it. But
hello, Dark Soul. Take care.
You at home can take the Harley tuner, plug it in, and run the base map for a stage 1 for your bike. And it's very hard for them to void the warranty because you use their tuner, you use their software,
their tuner,
for it. Like it's really hard. A dealer would have to be a whole new level of dick to try and void your warranty when you use all Harley stuff,
void
even though
warranty.
you tune it yourself. But it saves you the $400.
Yeah.
But then you can still start the auto tune, which is cavemanish, because Harley's tuner, you plug into the bike, you leave it plugged in with this long ass cord, you put the tuner in auto tune mode, and then you go out and ride and you press a button on the tuner, and that starts record. And then I think it records 15 minutes of ride data. Mm-hmm. So you have to whole shot, and then you have to dig deep in 6, then you got to do all this weird crap, and then turn off record, and then it optimizes using that new table. But Corey's right. The auto tune's not very good.
Yeah.
On that thing, but.
Well, my other thing was just getting Advance and Heim and tuning it in if I go to that point. But yeah, I think to that point, if I were to buy a different bike, I'd let the factory warranty run out and say, screw it. Because I'll tell you what, though, I got my money's worth out of my warranty between my heated grips failing and, well, my heated grips actually melted and stuck. It was a bit of a mess. Yeah. Now, my dealer was cool, though. The only thing I will say with my dealer is and maybe other dealers do it, they'll replace the part. And if you want a better part, you just have to pay the difference. In other words, instead of getting the stock cheap grips, I was able to get the whatever ones I have for like $75 or whatever it was. So that was nice of it.
Yeah.
Mine's cool. Mine does all kinds of shit to try it. There's, as a matter of fact, they did the cam and everything on that on the CVO, tuned it with the TTS. And then I picked it up, and then my advisor was like, "You got to come get it today." And I'm like, "Why?" And he goes, "Because if it's here another 24 hours, I'm getting an email from them asking me to photograph everything." So he was like, "If you get it out of here, I can then say, oh, he left. I'm sorry, I didn't do it,' and just play stupid." So he's always playing games to try and preserve the warranty.
Okay.
And so he takes my tickets when I bring it in for an oil change, and he writes in big with a Sharpie, "No digital tech." Writes on there real big, like, "Don't plug it in." That's the name of Harley's software, is digital tech. If you plug the bike in, the tech doesn't do anything. The bike sends its configuration to digital tech. Digital tech takes it and uploads it to Harley. There's nothing they can do about it. And your bike is permanently flagged as having a non-factory tuner or non-factory whatever that table is, and they got you. There's no way around it once that happens. So he always wrote "no digital tech" to stop them from plugging it in and stop them from screwing me. So
okay, well that's a good dealer.
Yeah,
you got to find a dealer who's on your side.
Yeah, I was I was surprised. Look out!
Because every time I go, sorry, bro. Every time I go down,
your
there,
other favorite knucklehead's coming.
Knee pads. I'm like,
got to put on your knee pad. Could that be any more up your nose, Denver?
Dude, Brian, it's been a fuck day, and
well, you're a ray of sunshine.
Well, welcome.
The Russians have been hacking me, and this is how you come into the show.
That's right. Here, we'll just go like this.
You're much better looking now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's been a day from hell.
oh man, I fucking love this guy.
Before you got here, Monkey was saying that road glides are shit.
That's 2 days in a row.
Now, when did I ever say road glides are shit? When did that
Just
happen?
now.
Well, yeah, okay.
I mean,
You got me to say it.
Yeah.
All right, so Denver, just to pull you up to speed, and Monkey, because Monkey missed it. Did you see the mail call video, Monkey?
No.
All right, hold on. We got to play it again. Hold on. This will be quick. Just a tip. Hold on. So Junior did his own mail call. Junior did the mail call in the beginning, and we had to make him a video.
veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame, cause I can't.
See, that's how
Oh.
much we are dedicated.
Where did
We-
you
we bring
the
find that?
funk.
Dude?
Junior looked much better in that. I mean,
Yeah.
like, when did you get a nice rack, man? I missed that. That little.
Hey, at least Monkey's got the proper haircut, you know?
Yeah, right. Same barber.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have,
Gillette.
to, I have to get a
Awesome,
Red Bull.
Monkey,
kill me.
so
Kill me,
tell you
Brian.
what, Junior, you can own that. I will send that to you tonight, and you can use that for all your mail calls. Because we got to step up your game, buddy.
Dude, you're hilarious, man.
Shit, things are falling.
That
Oh,
was
it would have been
epic.
better if you would have dropped the bike.
Hey, you have a Red Bull? What the hell? Isn't it like midnight there?
Here,
Monkey doesn't keep standard hours. He does what he wants.
it's 9:30.
That's right.
He fucking Monk's gonna
No,
be
it's
dropping
only
videos at like
6:30.
3
Come on
in the
now.
morning. He's gonna be wide awake.
Oh, yeah. My work. I do a lot of work in Asia, so I'll like send my boss an email at
Oh.
2:37 a.m.
That's right.
and the next day she'll call and go,
Yeah.
"What the fuck were you doing?" I'm like, "Working. Like on a call with Japan, dumb shit. It's 12 hours later there." Like, like oh, okay. I'm like,
I'm doing this for you. What do you mean? What are
Yeah.
you doing?
earning my paycheck, you evil. Anyway,
I can't manage with Denver and Harley Fat Boy calling me at like 3 a.m. because it's only like 10 there. I can't imagine what it's got to be like working international. Dear God.
Yeah.
Dude, Deborah and I are texting at like midnight and shit. Brian gets up at like 7 in the morning. Dude, what are you guys doing? Blowing up my phone at fucking 3 a.m. Like,
True
Well,
story.
Every other morning,
Harley
I get up
sends
at
me a
3 in the
text
morning
at
and
3 in the
Junior's
morning.
messaging me.
Yeah, he sends me a text at 3 in the morning, and I happen to be up, and I reply, and he goes, "What are you doing up?" Well, then what are you doing texting me? I mean, let's be honest here, buddy. My wife's like, "Why's your phone going off 3 in the morning?" I'm like, "It's Junior. I swear it's Junior. It's weird."
It's my side piece, Junior.
Yeah, he's my side piece.
Well, it's like, yeah, Junior, working night shift. I get up,
And-
2:33 in the morning for work, and all of a sudden, I'll get messaged. Oh, hey, so we sit here chatting back and forth and blowing up Bry's phone at wee hours of the morning.
because
So
I'm
we're not
getting off late
exclusive?
at night. Sometimes I get off at 1 in the
Wow,
morning, so I'll send these texts because I feel like I'm gonna forget, what I have to say, and then probably
So you're getting
Brian will
off
respond
late-
right away. I'm
late
like,
at
dude,
night.
it's 4 in the morning. Like, go to sleep.
You do realize it went from just a tip to you getting off in the middle of the night. Just this show's gone downhill. We don't have nice things anymore.
Quality is an issue.
Quality is an issue. So
Oh,
Denver,
no.
talk to us. What's going on, buddy? It's Junior from State.
One of those days. Now I'm enjoying nice beer. I'm feeling a little bit better.
What beer is that?
Rainier.
What the hell is that?
It's a Northwest.
Hey,
beer.
Toby, that's funny. What color are your pants? I'm not wearing pants.
Y'all
Oh, yeah. So it's just a
Drinking
long
water, I
day.
promise.
De Beard, he sounds hideous.
Well, he is.
He's a guy, so
That's it. I used to call Kid Moto at times, and when he'd answer, I'd be like, "Is this Jake from State Farm?" He sounds hideous. So Denver, talk to us. What are your thoughts? So you're a roguelike guy, but so what are
Yes.
your thoughts? What is it better than the limited? What do you think? We're just going to put you on the spot
Well-
because you missed all the beginning of the show, so you don't know what's been said.
This is true. No, I'm a road
Sick and tired of
glide.
your
I
tardiness,
love it.
bro.
I mean, there's no other. They cut through the wind better when if you're riding through wind tunnels like Junior's area down in Oregon. There's some areas where I don't know. I love the shark mounted fairing. I love the shark nose, but yeah, the frame mounted fairing. You don't get the buffering, and dude, it's road glide for life for me.
Okay. Monkey's trying to save me $30,000 and sleeping on the sofa for a while, and I appreciate it.
it also, I mean, like it depends on which one you sit on because you can't. I heard you oink like a damn pig there, Brian. Like, Jesus, man. The freaking 12-year-old. So it does depend on which one you sit on. Some are harder than others, and so you can't like sit on a road glide special and then get off and then climb on an ultra limited and go, well, the ultra limited sits me too far forward and high. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, well, it's not the same goddamn motorcycle. Like, you got to sit on a street glide special and a road glide special. There's your comparison, because seat height's the same, position on the tank's the same, all that sort of stuff. But so they got to get apples to apples. But my point is, one is not better than the other, depending on what you're doing with it. Denver's right. If you are like Arizona, right, where you're 80 mile an hour in 80 mile an hour winds, yeah, you're gonna want a road glide. Like that's the honest to God truth, because the batwing will get pushed around by severe crosswinds and stuff. But
then I guess it depends what you want to do. I mean, if you want to buy the ultra limited just because you want a tour, you want to get the tour pack, everything set up, and you want to spend that coin, hey, why not? But if you got plans to do something totally different, then why not just buy the road glide and spend your money on what you want doing instead of buying the limited? Well, I don't like this. I'm taking this off.
Yeah, you got to plan ahead.
Get yourself a like I always like to say, a blank canvas and go which way you want to go.
You got to plan ahead, because for me, buying the limited made more sense, because I knew I was going to quick release tour, exchange the tour pack quick release, but I knew I wanted the tour pack. You know what I mean? Like I knew that was a thing, and I knew that in Florida heat, I wanted the wet head liquid cooled motor. That's only available on an Ultra, or whether it be a Road Glide Ultra or a Batwing bike. But it all depends. Like, it's what are you going to do with the damn bike and plan for the future?
Right.
Well, and
that comes into it.
That's where I think it's a better deal to buy the limited and take the pack off, make it a special at that point. Wow, it's not quite a special, but.
So military bike says it may or may not be a new addition to the Scouts garage pretty soon. He's finally getting that Honda Super Cub he's always wanted.
I want to see video of that.
Video or it never happened.
Yeah.
Right.
What about instead of going, do you go the Super Cub? That's right, because that's the scooter looking sort of one, right?
Yeah, that's the one they made since the 50s. The night you meet the nicest people on a Honda was a Super Cub. So
yes,
DeBeard's gonna run into a guy a lot bigger than he is someday, who rides a goddamn Batwing.
Dude, the beard is.
Aren't you the guy that said the road glides are for men? And then like, no, sir, I was being funny on a live stream.
Oh shit.
You're that YouTuber, because he wears the hat everywhere, so he'd be able to find
girls,
Oh, fuck.
With an military biker, he's an Lambretta with an additional flashlight.
Oh damn. Jeez, I feel like when you set
that would change the sound.
Oh god.
RG for life. Okay. See, it's an opinionated thing. It's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is, and that's the whole thing. What fits your style? What do you want to ride? A lot of guys love the Batwings. Hey, then awesome. Rock it, ride it, enjoy it, ride the hell out of it.
I guess the other thing is,
shark nose, go for it.
If I were to buy another bike, I kind of feel like I'd want something different, because then I wouldn't be buying the same bike. Because if I'm going to buy the same bike, what's the point of buying another bike?
To get the Milwaukee 8 and the new stereo.
Cut it out, bro. You're not getting another bike anyway. Stop talking about it.
What?
You're
married.
I said just pull the plug and do it.
Yeah,
Well, that's actually the reason why I bought the Batwing, was because I already had a Road Glide and I didn't want to buy another bike just like the one I already had in the garage. I've owned both of them. So when the 19 CVO, she took it over and I was going to buy another bike for myself. I was like, I'm going to buy another one just like the one I wanted something slightly different. So.
Well, that's my thing. I've never had the same bike twice, so I don't know if I'd want to do that.
Most people haven't, or they're freaking insane.
Yeah.
They upgrade 2-3 years later to the same thing, and they trade the bike with 10,000 miles on it to get another one.
Yeah,
I think if I was going to do it, I'd like to. I don't know. It's it's kind of like buying the same color bike, right? To me, there's colors that I've owned I'd never buy again, like a black bike. I just not a fan. I know
Hey,
yours
shut up.
is. No,
Well,
I'm
shame on
just
you.
saying I'm
Shame
not
on
a
you, brother.
fan. I have
You're
a terrible
lost, bro.
memory. I'd lose it in the parking
lost.
lot.
Hey, come on. You go to Great Meat and you look at, oh, look, I parked my Vivid Black over there. Well, then there's 75 of them. That's all right. Find it.
Oh, you gave me a great idea for a clickbait video. Harley has announced no more Vivid Black. People just lose their shit. I'll quote Monkey in the title because that's 10,000 views right there.
Yeah,
That's like it's more like 100,000 views.
I
Professional
walked around
Monkey
that day
announces
in the parking
No
lot.
black.
No bullshit. I think it was a live or a clip. I can't remember what the hell I did. And I was like, well, I've done it. I've lost my damn bike. And I swear to God, I was walking up and down the aisles of Black Hills Harley going, Black Batwing, Black Batwing, Black Batwing, Black Batwing. None of them are mine. Like, none of them. Like, where the hell is my bike at? Like, just
Pull out the
gone.
key fob and start hitting it where the light's flashing.
It doesn't do that.
That's crazy.
That's a little bitch. You know, like, yeah. You can't even make it flat. They need to do that. So it only comes on black bikes, though. You can make it flat.
Mine does. I mean, my 04, you hit to keep it, and it will, the fob and the lights will flash when you are.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
And you know what? I had it for like a month. It wasn't very long. My wife and I rode up into Oak Harbor up on one of the islands here in Washington. And we're having lunch, and somehow the key fob had armed the alarm, and I'd never really messed with it. I come out trying to start it. All the lights are flashing. I'm going, what the shit? Took me a minute to figure it out. I'm going, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, you used to click the Harley logo once to start and then double click it to wasn't that what it wasn't?
Yeah.
It wasn't distance. You actually had to, that's the old
Yeah, you
fob.
had to click the little rubber pad on it, the little Harley sign, and yeah.
Damn, when was that? That's a cool feature.
And then the lights would flash on it and everything.
But it didn't have the distance thing. What's the word I'm looking for? The proximity sensor. It didn't have that. You had to manually set and unset the alarm.
Yep.
Where now the fob is all about near field communication and how close you are to the bike, whether it'll start or not.
So I feel like Harley went backwards because that sounds like a great idea.
It was.
But nowadays you can't make your bike flash its lights.
It's all about the chirp. Denver, mute your mic, bozo.
Now we're gonna hear him taking a leak.
Yeah, apologize.
Well,
he acts like he doesn't do a podcast.
The Ultra is going to change colors, though.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. That should be fun.
You're going Pro Glows?
Months off, but yeah.
You're going with the Pro Glows?
No, I mean the whole body is being changed. On
the
The bike itself is changing colors.
You find somebody? You find somebody for the work already?
No, I'm still. There's one. There's a body shop down here that's all about like constant social media advertising, right? Like, we paint this, we paint that. And
Beer will do that.
And I'm like, I need you to paint 2 parts a stock Harley color. And like, we don't do that. I'm like, the hell you mean you don't do that? You're a body shop. I need you to match a stock color that's new. It's not an old color. I need you to match a stock color. And they're like, oh, we don't do that. Like, whatever. A couple months goes by, I see these ads again all over social media. We paint anything and then and I call them and I'm like, I just asked. You said, oh, we don't. And they say it's because they don't have the rigging to properly prop the parts up. I'm like, I think I'm just going to show up there with them one day and go, you see how stupid this is that you say you can't paint this part? Like, put it on a damn table. Like what do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, run some wire down through the holes and twist it on the inside so it holds it in the air and if I can go at it.
Yeah.
Is that because they're afraid of their quality, maybe? That they don't think that they can shoot the tank?
I don't know. I mean, they're an insurance body shop. They do car wrecks. They do everything else. They should be able
so they know what they're doing. Yeah.
They should be able to paint a stock.
They should be able to paint whatever.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's not hard. I used to do that many years ago.
So the Batwing cap, I could actually get a new one painted in this color, but the lowers never came in this color. On an Ultra, you know how the Ultra has the radiator lowers that have the outer caps? Those that never came in this color. So I can't do that, but I don't know, it's a pain in the ass.
Have you ever had your inside fairing off on your Ultra?
Not on this one.
Okay. How long of a job do you think that is?
Very long.
Okay.
If you're not the fairing exchange that does it like You know, those guys at rallies, the fairing exchange, they do the inner fairing swap for paint, you know, for colors and all shit. They can do one in like 90 minutes. And that's insane. Cause I did it on my 04 and my 06 and I want to do it again, you know?
Okay. That answers my question.
And it's probably easier on those bikes than it is on a new one. I bet. Newer one.
Yeah. Because I did some searching.
Less
on
electronics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I started looking on YouTube and I couldn't find more than like 1 or 2 videos. I'm like, oh, this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because if it's not on YouTube, you know it's bad.
So
I know who was it? Ryan Erlacher, the law-abiding biker. I know he's done a couple videos on it on Lab, doing fairings and handlebars and whatnot on the bat wings.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you trying to change the color of the inner fairing? Is that what you're trying to do, or are you trying to do your bars, or what?
I was going to do the fairing.
Change the color? Okay.
Change the color. And
Hey, Brian, you ever heard of stickers? Just sticker bomb it.
Well, if you go to OC or whatever, isn't fairing exchange there?
Yeah, I have I have an Avan black one, and
okay.
it was one of those like it was a good idea until I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I didn't realize what was involved, and I was like, oh yeah, that's not. Yeah, I felt bad, but yeah, I love the look of it, but I know myself, and I think I'd be in over my head, and then what do I do?
Yeah, you're pretty far gone.
You keep going.
Yeah, you keep going. Yeah, you'll get it. You will get it. Do you have a garage?
Nope, that's the other problem.
Oh, yeah. You're committed at that point. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
Right on.
it's one of those things.
Good night,
if I had
Dad.
the garage, I think it would be definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
But without having the garage and having to work in the driveway, yeah, you know, I mean, I could theoretically roll it back in the trailer and roll it back out the next day, but I just feel like that's a disaster waiting to happen.
Well, you just better download like 4 weather apps and make sure that you got some good 12-hour period and just say, fuck it, I'm doing it.
Go rent one of those
go to the
construction
store.
lights.
Yeah. Get a fifth of courage and just say, fuck it, I'm doing it.
Yeah,
that being said, I'm going to have to do it because the 21 part of that whole color change is going to be an inner fairing.
Yeah, that's why I was curious because I think it would be cool to learn, but without having the garage, I feel like it's a recipe for disaster at some point. Because I've run into that, and you know what it's like with doing the install stuff. What video was it that I did? It was like over the span of a couple days. It's like this is a nightmare. I'm losing parts. Because the bike's going in, it's coming out. It's going in, it's coming out. You know, it's a mess.
Yeah,
I would not film that for sure. Be like, surprise.
Well, actually, those are the best videos. Those are the best videos where you're like, when you're in the corner crying in the fetal position, rocking back and forth, because you know, like those are great. Like, you know,
tell me about the rabbits. Tell me about the rabbits.
This is terrible.
Oh.
And then you just call a friend who knows what they're actually doing. He comes over and does it in 90 minutes, and you just sit there and, you know.
I'm jarred from my last install. I did the Custom Dynamics tail light, and I had to make the call of shame. So
on a tail light,
I broke the pin off the light.
Wow.
And the guy's like, "Are you sure it's off?" I'm like, "Yep."
Man, you sound like my dad changing the taillights on his Road Glide. Somehow he
looking right at
breaks
it.
the wiring harness.
Yeah, that was the call of shame. I did not want to make that call. I was like, so I'm gonna start by saying I'm really sorry.
I'm really sorry. Here's the funny gliding on twos. I've thought of this when I do this bike change. You know, fairing exchange is at Leesburg, they're at Daytona, they're all stuff. I've thought seriously about going, maybe I just won't do the inner fairing and I'll take it there and have them do it because I think they have that color and get to it.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know. I think it seems like it would be a good idea, but like I said, when I couldn't find pictures of it, I was a little concerned.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then there goes the resale value when I have to the bike burst into flames because that's how it would end.
You're going on the highway and the fairing is moving.
Yeah.
And then flies off.
Yeah. You won't believe what happened.
You know,
I
Here
almost-
comes the death wobble.
what's that product they make that for the old bat wings? Some of them are ridden so much the fairing gets loose on the bike. It actually does. And there's companies that make reinforcement brackets that you take the cap off, and these like bricks basically go inside the inner fairing, and you rebolt it up, and it firms up the fairing. I just have respect for any bike that's ridden so much that it needs that. Like the freaking fairing's about to come off the bike. They've been rattled so much.
Wow, that's putting some hours in. Damn. Yeah.
Or when you hit a bird at about 80 and it spiders a little piece of your fairing, it breaks off the clip. So a little bit of JB weld, put that screw back in there and say, fuck it, she's good. I'll get a new fairing with down the road.
There you go.
Ow.
Yep,
Ow,
yep,
ow,
that
ow.
worked.
So we're coming up. We're like 5 minutes to 10. So I think I'm going to wrap it at 10. But yeah, I'm getting back to the original conversation. I'm curious to see what they're going to do. If they do a performance bagger, I think that's going to be interesting, but it's going to be so out of my price league. Maybe I'll just do something that looks cool. I'll have a performance looking bagger.
You can get a 114 special or something like that. Put some decent suspension on it, a good seat, and
I'll just go to the dealer and I'll get the stick on. It says stage 4 and I'll slap it on mine. Sitting still, nobody will know. 9 times out of 10. Well, you would know. But,
and I would have to go,
most
that's not a
people.
stage 4, right?
That's a stage 4 sticker.
I'll have
I went through
stage
1,
4
2, 3,
looking
4.
underneath it. It's in the spirit of a stage 4.
The real
Look
nice
at-
guy on the a viewer that had, I think he grew up on sport bikes. He just got his first Harley, ridden a long time, but new to Harleys. And he sends me this video and says, "Does this sound stage 3 to you?" And I'm like, "No. What's going on?" And he goes, "Well, it's supposedly a stage 3. It was a really nice looking older Road King. He's like, supposedly it's a stage 3." And I'm like, "Well, what's the cubic inch of the motor?" And he says, "Well, it's an 88." I'm like, "That's not stage 3." Like, and he's like, "How can you tell?" I go, "Because 88 is stock. It would be a bigger number if it was stage 3." You know? So
Yeah.
So I felt really bad for the guy because some dude had screwed him. You know, he didn't know Harleys. Told him it was a stage 3, and you know, I'm like, "Well, what cam was in it?" "Well, the stock cam." I go, "Well, the stage 3 doesn't have a stock cam, so there's cams in it. Something's going on." You know, some guy ripped him off.
That sucks.
Well, I had a buddy. He bought a
really
2012 Ultra Limited and took it to the dealer and wanted to have some, services done after he bought it because the bike only had, I think 15,000 miles on it. And he's like, "Hey, the guy I bought it from said that you guys could tell me what's been done because everything was done by Harley." They pull up the maintenance records, and like 3,000 miles before he bought it, the guy went through the entire motor. I mean, from the bottom all the way up with a stage 3 kit. They split the cases. I mean, they did everything. He's like, "You realize literally this bike's got like 3,000 miles on it." He goes, "Because everything inside's brand new." And they showed him a list of everything that had been done to it. And I mean, he paid, I think it was like 12 grand for it. And the guy, all the accessories that he got with it was unreal. I mean, a bike cover, I think like 4 riding coats, multiple helmets, multiple gloves, bike covers. I mean, the shit, 2 battery tenders, a bike lift. There's so much stuff. It's like, holy crap.
Had the guy died?
No, he just decided he didn't want it anymore.
Crazy.
Wow.
I've noticed, and that is the advantage to buying if you're not under pressure into buying a used bike, because I've seen some really good deals out there with bikes that have been done well.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I could find a bike with bars, that's what, $1,500 right there.
Mm-hmm.
And pipes and everything else. Damn,
Or you
that's a
buy
hell
one
of a
from
deal.
somebody that's, very meticulous about the maintenance. Like, I mean, the whole scenario of how, when I got my Road Glide, I'm the second owner. The first was my dad. He was the original owner. And in the fairing is a little black book, and it has every service that he's ever done from day one, including checking the tire pressure, the oil filters, every oil change, of course, the motor upgrades. I mean, everything he ever did to that thing from day one is in this book. And it's like 25 pages, spark plugs
Really?
on this day, tires, checking my tire pressure, air filters. It's crazy. But I mean, I
That's
have
awesome.
the complete history.
Oh, we're
of the
not.
bikes.
We can't stop now. Uh-oh.
Hey.
He was shutting down, then you walked in.
Yeah, the live
I
stream
just
got
wanted
so
to
much
see-
prettier. I'm
I
just
just wanted
saying.
to see if you guys are still
Yeah, it's
up
time
on
to
the
stay on.
lives.
Yeah.
Well,
So
Harley Fat Boy's telling lies. The rest of us
Harley
telling
Fat
the
Boy.
truth.
Stop saying that. About
so
her.
so Mrs. Monkey, Road Glide or Ultra? What are your thoughts?
Road.
Okay.
We're glad.
Yes.
Mind you, she's
Exactly.
only ridden the Ultra
She's like-
once for 5 minutes. Like that's
Look, she knows what she
that
knows.
can make
That's
a
all I'm saying.
definite
I like
decision.
the fairing pushed back away from my face. I just like the way she handled.
you just like it because it's loud as shit now too. Like
Sure is. Sure is. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
and she's gone
Good
just
night.
like that.
Bye-bye.
She's
She's like,
my world.
it's a better bike.
Gone.
Walks out. Like, there was no
Here's my 2
discussion.
cents. See ya.
Yeah, there's definitely some deals to be found used. If you can find somebody that put some work into their bike.
So used CVOs can be a really good deal.
After we bought ours, I think it was a month after we bought ours, we saw a CVO for like $3,000 more than we paid for ours. So granted, it had 50,000 miles on it, but it was beautiful. I mean, it was in mint condition. I was like, damn it. It always happens though.
Yeah.
Dude, last summer I met a
Yeah.
guy. The guy must have been about 70. He was up at North Sound Harley-Davidson up in Washington, and he had a beautiful CVO Road Glide. I'm like, dude, we're out talking. He's drinking coffee. I'm like, beautiful bike. It was the white black stripes, and
Oh
he's
yeah.
like, he's like, it's okay. I'm like, it's okay. He goes, well, I used to I had a street glide, and he went all the way up to the 131. The steering stabilizer, and he goes, I kept getting buffering at about 130, 140. He goes, it pissed me off. And he goes, and I thought, well, shit, Harley makes the Road Glide. He goes, so I figured I'd get this CVO. He goes, they're supposed to have all the power, be fast. He's like, this thing's a fucking slug. He goes, it barely gets out of its own way. And he's just talking like the bike's just a pile of shit. And I'm like, holy crap, man. And
Well,
the guy
he's
had to
smart.
have been 70.
If it was the white with the black, it was the old bike. It was a pre-Rushmore bike, so it was a 110 twin cam. If he had some sort of big crazy ass motor in the
I
last
think
bike,
it was a 117. It wasn't that old, but yeah, he was, downplay all. This thing's literally goes, it's fuck, bitching that it barely do, 110ish, and I'm like, holy fuck, man.
I really want
Yeah.
the
What
CVO
do you
Road
want?
Glide that was orange and black that had the eagle that started all the way in the
Yeah.
bag and came all the way up to the fairing. Like I want one, even though the old Road Glide fairing is supposed to be not as good as the new one. I don't care. I want one of those bad.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the yellow and orange one. Okay.
No, they did that too. Say it was a variation. They had an orange and black, they had an all black, they had a yellow and black, but the eagle started on the fairing and went all the way down the bike, and ended it.
Yeah, the wings came back and everything.
It was cool. That was a real cool bike.
Interesting.
They were. I mean, mine's an 04. I love it. I'd love to find a 2012ish with a 110. I love the twin cams. I'm a twin cam guy. I just not so much sold on the Milwaukees yet, but I more.
Oh, he's
comfortable with
that
twin
guy
cams.
on
I know how to
Facebook.
dive in them. No.
They're actually simpler than the twin cam in the bottom end. If you see in the cam chest of a Milwaukee 8, it's way simpler than a twin cam. There's a single chain tensioner. There's
I haven't played with them much. I mean, my dad's got a 19, which he just did a bunch of upgrades to his, but I'm just more familiar with the twin cams. I've never really messed with the Milwaukees, and I don't know. It's like you just get more used to what you're familiar with.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything. It's like with the bikes. Everybody seems to have their thing. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I mean, and what I find funny too is there's always that guy that went out and spent a ridiculous amount of money on a bike and hates it. It's like thing's a piece of crap.
Just can't get what they want. Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're looking at it going, "Damn, I'd take that bike all day long."
Right.
So, all right, guys, I think we're going to wrap this. But thank you everyone for coming out tonight. And then we're going to do this again next Wednesday to talk about what we saw, what we didn't see, how disappointed we are in the new colors. It's a bluer blue. It's getting to be like an iPhone announcement, but it's got rounded edges this year, so it's different.
I'm getting rid of my bike. I'm getting a 22 now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's different. I can hold a half tank of gas more. Awesome. I'm in. I'm still waiting for the Rushmore replacement. That'll be big. That'll be interesting.
So you know we can talk about it here, Brian. Then I'll get one of the guys from marketing and one from Harley, and I'll have them on my show, and we can talk bikes.
Okay. Wait, who's going to be on your show?
One of the guys from Harley.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's got inside scoop. All right.
That's right.
Well, thank you, everyone.
Connection with a guy that was in marketing for some side company. Now he actually does all the marketing and shit for Harley. So,
and he hasn't been on your podcast. Why?
He was in the very beginning, before he worked for Harley. We've talked a few times since then, so I'm going to get him on, and be kind of cool. And we got hopefully, me and Monkey been messaging back and forth, and by the end of the month we'll get Monkey on, and
I heard he doesn't like you. That's just what I heard.
Oh yeah, no, that's what it is. Definitely. I'm looking now.
Yeah. I want it to have a hard start. I want him to
he's jealous of my haircut.
It's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, awesome, everybody. Make sure if you have not subscribed to the folks, especially in the side chat, I appreciate everyone's support. And we will see you next Wednesday, same time, to talk about what we didn't like, I guess. Or whether I have the same bike come next Wednesday or divorced.
Right.
Or all the above.
That's actually
there you go. Guys, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Have a great week, everyone.
Take care. See ya.
Later, guys. Have fun.
You can hang on. I just wanted to clear it.